Alright, so earlier we saw how to create a fragment and add it directly to the XML of the activity. So another way of launching a fragment is directly via the activity and Java file. You don't have to add the fragment into the activities XML. So let's try it again. Now I'm going to create a new activity again. Empty activity, main to activity, and we will create it as a launcher activity. There will be a default layout called as activity underscore main to. Now remember, every activity has to have a separate layout. Finish. Now just make sure that Android has not made any kind of problems here. So now as you can see, there are two launcher activities. For now we only want to launch the main to activity. So that's why this one has the launcher related code. Now main to activity has a layout activity main, and it again has a constraint layout, so we are going to change it back to a linear layout. Now if you launch this particular activity, since it doesn't have any layout, it would be blank. Now our aim is to have the fragment code work inside this activity. So as you can see, the advantage of a fragment is a fragment can be added to this activity, it can be added to any activity, and it becomes a reusable component. So now this is the same old fragment that we have, which has its own layout, which is a text view and a button. So now in this activity we are going to add the fragment programmatically. So we take the support manager, start the transaction, we add, we say new first fragment, and we give it a tag. Tag is something which helps you identify the fragment later if you want to pull it out. Commit. Now we would think this would work, but let's see. Now if you run this, you will be surprised that nothing has happened. Even though you have added the fragment to the activity code, it is not showing anything. The reason is, in the activities XML, because XML is everything that the UI displays, nowhere have we told it where or what has to be displayed. So effectively the fragments UI has to be shown somewhere in the activities layout. That's why we take a placeholder, some kind of a container inside the activities layout. So let's take a frame layout, match parent, and ID. Now the important thing here is this is our container, as in this container we are going to display our fragment. So you go to the main activity again. Now here in the add, when you say control space, you can see there are various constructors, there are various methods. Now here you can specify the container that you have added. So what it effectively means is, in the activities layout you have taken a certain portion of a space for your container. In this case your container will have a fragment. And now let's see what happens when you run it. Alright, there you go. So now in the main to activity you have dynamically inflated a fragment. But important thing to note is that this fragment is part of the activity because the fragment is being inflated and added to this container. Container is nothing but a frame layout right now, which is a placeholder in our activity main,